As we approach the Halloween season, the focus tends to be on costumes, parties, and candy. However, Halloween has roots in ancient Celtic traditions that celebrated the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the dark, introspective months of winter. It's a time that reminds us of the importance of embracing the shadow self, that part of us we tend to keep hidden away, and can provide guidance for our spiritual journeys. What is the shadow self? The shadow self is a concept introduced by Carl Jung, a Swiss psychologist who believed that within our unconscious minds, there are parts that we do not recognize or acknowledge as a part of who we are. These are aspects of ourselves that we have suppressed or repressed because we deem them undesirable or unacceptable. The shadow self can also be thought of as our darker side, the aspects of ourselves that may cause fear, shame, or guilt. These can include anger, jealousy, greed, or other negative emotions. Why is it important to embrace the shadow self? The shadow self may seem scary or negative, but it is an essential part of who we are. By embracing our shadow self, we can learn about ourselves and grow spiritually. When we ignore or deny our shadow self, we may project those negative emotions or behaviors onto others that we may consider worse than ourselves. This can lead to judgment, intolerance, or even violence. By accepting and integrating our shadow side, we can become more compassionate and accepting of others. Halloween provides an opportunity to embrace the shadow self and connect with the darker aspects of our nature. As we dress up in costumes and attend parties, we are celebrating our darker side and feeling free to express ourselves in ways that we may not typically do. Whether it's dressing as a monster, witch, or dark creature, Halloween allows us to explore those parts of ourselves that we usually suppress. By doing so, we can find greater balance and come to terms with our shadow side. Embracing the shadow self is not just for Halloween or costume parties, it can guide us on our spiritual journeys every day. Here are some ways to use the shadow self for spiritual growth. Practicing self-awareness. Take time to explore your emotions and thoughts, particularly the negative ones. By becoming aware of your shadow self, you can start to understand how it affects your actions and behavior. Embrace your triggers. We all have triggers that can set off emotional reactions within us. By acknowledging and embracing these triggers, you can work through them and understand the underlying causes. Shadow work. Shadow work involves exploring and integrating your shadow self into your consciousness. This can be done through journaling, meditation, or seeking guidance from a spiritual teacher or healer. Acceptance and compassion. Once you have accepted your shadow self, it's essential to embrace it with compassion and understanding. By doing so, you can grow spiritually and become more accepting of others. This Halloween season, take time to embrace your shadow self and explore the darker aspects of your nature. By doing so, you can gain greater self-awareness and grow spiritually. Need help discovering and balancing your shadow self? Get an Ascension Energy Activation Energy Clearing with Bijou to bring balance to your soul's wounds. Visit bijoubisous.com/shop to book an energy clearing or tarot reading today.